Welcome to day one of Antiquing Across America, where we are going from Maine to California over the course of the next few weeks. And I woke the boys up early and I said, "Do you want to go shopping?" And they said yes. So we went up to Bangor to Central Maine Antiques. And let me tell you, this is one of my favorite places to go. And I have not been here in like a year. But look at, like, right from the get-go, look at this setup. Look at this old table. The dishware was beautiful. It was just a nice aesthetic to look at. And then in the case, of course, they had some beautiful Fenton. Look at that little cheetah stylized cat back there. There it is. They had a nice uranium display with a black light, and it was just really beautiful to see. And in the back, there was this vase that I've never seen before by Fenton, and it was a fish vase, and I believe Nancy Fenton signed it. But look at the fish on there. There's a closer look. Look at the fish. They're amazing. All right, these little cheetahs caught my attention, and I'm not sure who the maker is, but I didn't want to pick them up because it was pretty stacked in there. And then there were Betty Boop tattoos, like old Betty Boop tattoos. I thought those were pretty cool. Quickly caught my attention away from the cheetahs. And then these beautiful Cambridge glass Twilight dishes. I have been looking at these for years. I love them. They're just full retail, and I can't buy them, but I love them. Look at these cats. There's two of them. There's the other one. I thought they were pretty amazing, and I wanted to show you guys. I just liked them. And then over here, this vendor had a ton of brooches and rings and jewelry. This was a fun toy booth, I guess you can call it. They had Raggedy Ann and Andy, some mugs, just really fun if you're into toys. But then we got to the good stuff. Over here is the paperweights. So this case had a couple of paperweights that I ended up getting. That Selkirk right there, I did end up buying. And I'll show you a better picture here in just a second. It's beautiful. It's got little lovebirds on it and florals. Real pretty paperweight. I'm very happy with that. I paid $45 for it. And then over here, there was some Hull pottery and some older pottery pitchers. I don't know who the maker is on that. Some Carnation melted milk back there. And then this paperweight intrigued me. It was signed, but I couldn't make it out. And it had yellow, no, that's orange and black swirls in it. And I just like the shape of it. I thought it was something different and perfect for Halloween. And then look at this little dainty perfume bottle. Also very cute. And they had some German pottery vase there. I like the purple. That's what caught my attention. And then look at these little salt and pepper shakers. They're adorable. I had to hook them by the tails because that's how they belong. And they're made in Japan. And I don't remember. I think they were $16. And then they had some cute little M.A. Hadley. This was a little trinket dish, I guess. They all were around $20 to $30, so they were right at retail. And then a fun little duck planter, and then over here was like a wall hanger for rings. Oh, and then look at this crow crock. I mean, that was like $200. That, I don't know who it is or who made it, but it was amazing. I like the crow on it. And then down here, this vendor had some really beautiful aesthetic. They did a nice job really staging everything. Like, it just pops. And they had a display case here that really caught my attention with that nut dish set in there. And they had some yellowware bowls over there, just real well displayed. Okay, and then we got to Dave Fetty. I'm like, what? Why is there Dave Fetty here? And it was marked at like $270. And I'm like, oh, they know what they have. They know what they have, because the tag just said signed, but it didn't say who. And they had an egg to the right of it as well, right there. There's a better shot of them. And they were both priced right below retail, just not enough wiggle room for me. And then they had Fenton turtles, and that was 20% off, but still $60. So couldn't do it, even though I loved them. Look at the little baby planter in there. And then we had some little kitsch over here. I had to look at this little hedgehog log. And then up here they had some nice glassware, a little decanter back there. And over here, there was some old lanterns. And of course, the jewelry caught my eye. I had to look through this. The prices, though, were very high, actually. And I don't say that very often, but I thought the prices were just a little off. And look at that cat, though. That was $16. I thought that was adorable. But even with 20% off, though, I couldn't touch it. Nice micro there. Actually, that was not a bad price. I should say that. That was right on retail. And then this wall was amazing. It was very nicely displayed. That mannequin creeped me out. I thought somebody was watching me. And I just love the cubbies. Like, you get to go through all these different cubbies, and they had paperweights, and that was a fruit, a glass fruit. They had some Fiesta ware there, and some Jasper ware, some Fenton, old Coke bottles, pottery, you name it. It was in these little cubbies. And if I had an antique booth, I think in hindsight I would do something like this because it looks really appealing to the eye. Like, I was just drawn to it. I don't know what that was, but I like the orange color. And then up here they had more uranium glass. I don't know what that angel thing was. And just pottery in general, dishware, glasses. And there's a close-up of the creepy lady. All right, look at how cute this little mouse is. It was, I think, $13, but it was a single shaker, so if it had a match, I would probably think about it. There's some bluebirds of happiness and a heart. And that was an owl, and it had no maker on it, but it was extremely well done. It was probably crystal, if I had to guess. And then that dot was the eyes coming through on the other side. So very clever. There's some Fenton over there. And then up here we had more glassware. I'm not sure who makes those vases, though. They're pretty intriguing. That cylinder one was pretty cool. And over here, I love these owls. This little bone china owl. I've had him before. And then this pottery owl was super cute. You know, I see these and I wonder, did this vendor buy some stuff from me? Because I've had these before. And then there was a marble. And I thought at first it was going to be a paperweight, but it's definitely a marble. It's just set in some burl wood, which is a real clever way to display them. And then this old little Japan poodle dog was super cute too. And I don't remember how much he was off the top of my head. Here I am looking at the tag, but I still can't remember. And more paperweights over here. I think that was a Blanco Air Twist there. Not 100% sure. And this was Wedgwood. That kind of surprised me. But I think it was right at $40. So not knowing what Wedgwood paperweights sell for, I didn't feel comfortable paying that much for it. So I did leave it. But it was super cool to find. I don't find Wedgwood paperweights often at all. I probably should have looked it up while I was there. And then just going through this very tight quarters of a booth. And then over here we have a barrister's bookcase, which is amazing. But inside of it, they had some Fenton, some Moonstone there from Anchor Hawken, some old crock jugs down there, and there was more Fenton over here. I love seeing the Fenton, especially up in Maine, because it's harder to come by up in Maine for some reason. But still fun to find. Look at that enamel work on that. That's not Fenton, but it's beautiful. All right, over here, this vendor had just all kitchenware. And every time I come here, I have to look in here. Even though I don't really do much kitchen, it's always nicely displayed. And they always bring in new stuff. Look at that Roseville. Beautiful Roseville pottery down there. And then this Fenton basket caught my attention, but it had a crack on it. So I had to leave it behind, but it also had a handle, so I probably wouldn't have got it anyway. Still don't like handles. Okay, over here there was a Fenton overload. They had little crouching kitty here, and they had the long-tailed bird. Very good prices. I think it was 20% off, and they were only like $40 to begin with, so not a bad deal at all. If you like Fenton, definitely come check out this booth. And then around the corner, I just wanted to see if there was any more Fenton. I'm looking. No, I don't see any more Fenton. but always have to check. When we see a little bit, they usually have more. It's just hidden somewhere. Nope, no more Fenton. But look at that. That oil lamp caught my attention. I thought at first it was a glass vase, but the oil lamp strikes again. I do like them. They're very nice, but I think it would have been a better vase. I got a little mermaid, Wade Whimsy there. I think it was only $3, so I did pick it up. That's a harder to find Wade Whimsy. And then I'm looking through, see if there's any other ones that I want. I didn't find any here, but there was another vendor that had some too. And then they had bags of Wade Whimsies down here. It was like $15, $20 depending on what the theme was, which is not bad prices at all. I don't know how much more Wade Whimsies people want, but I find the hard to find ones. I picked those ones up. This was a really cool little paperweight, and I was just checking that one out. I don't know if that's Asian import. Could be. I don't know. And then over here, there was these jadeite salt and pepper shakers. Probably McKee. They probably glow. I didn't test them out, but they were $65. And that's right at full retail. And even though the tops were pretty worn, it's okay. People still like them. So that's not a detractor. And then over here, they had some pottery. I think that's a lantern. It's missing, maybe? Oh, just an oil lamp? Huh. I wish I looked at that better. Okay, and then there's another pottery vase down there. I like that lantern. It's just right now, I'm checking it out. All right, teacups for $15 each. I'm looking at them. There's no Paragon, so I kept going. All right, over here, there is the other Wade Whimsies that I was telling you about. There was a little hedgehog. I think he was like $2, I want to say, maybe $3. And then I also found a turtle that I really liked, so I got those ones. But I still wanted to look through the others to see if there's ones I've never seen before. There was a little polar bear, some fish. Over here, there was something purple. I think it was a clown, but lilac purple. I don't see the lilac very often. All right, I stopped at a Goodwill on the way home, and I found these beautiful Murano aperitif glasses. They were $3 each. It shocked me how much people are asking for these. Look at the prices on eBay. Now, these are asking. They're not sold, but I'm like, yeah, for $3 each, I'm going to pick these up. I didn't know what they were until I Google imaged them. I just knew they were quality, and they had a Pontil mark, and they were definitely worth it at $3 each. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and tomorrow we will be in New Hampshire, hopefully.